This video shows you how to create an iForms Designer template for spool files or text files. This iForms Designer template determines how the final merged forms are laid out. The instructions in this video assume that you have already set up iForms and created an iForms Designer template to extract the information from your spool or text files. Before you begin creating templates, also be sure that you know what sample file you're using for design, which iForms settings to use during design and deployment, including the data source, environment, and iSeries resource, how you want the final form to be laid out, and the final file format. Talk to your iForms administrator if you have any questions. To begin, create a new template in iForms Designer and give it a name. Before you can begin designing, you need to have access to the fields from a typical spool file or text file that will use this template. You will lay out the fields from the sample file in the template, and then iForms will use the template to determine how the fields should be laid out for all input files. To get the sample fields, first open the iForms Server plugin. You are automatically connected to the server. Next, go to the Extract tab to set up how to extract the sample fields. Refresh to retrieve the latest settings from the server, and choose the data source where you will temporarily store the extracted fields while you're designing the template. Also choose the name of the environment folder and the name of the iForms Text Designer template you created to extract fields from this type of document. Then choose a sample file to use to design this template. If your input files are spool files, refresh the iSeries resource list and choose the iSeries system that holds the spool file. Find the spool file in the library and output queue and select it. Or if your input files are text files, click the Text File tab and then browse to the sample text file to use. iForms Designer uses the file name as the table name for the sample fields. If you already have a table with this name, you can change it. Extract the fields into a table entry. Double-click the table entry you just created, and click OK. Double-click. The extracted fields are now available in iForms Designer, so that you can begin designing with them. Click a field name and drag it to where you want it to display on the final merged form. Keep doing this until you've laid out all your fields. For more information about designing templates, watch that video series. While you're designing, save the template on your computer. That way, while you're making changes, you aren't affecting actual form merges on the server. To create a sample environment on your computer to save the template in the iForms Server plugin, go to the Templates tab. Choose the environment where you will eventually deploy this template. iForms Designer creates a sample folder with the same name on your computer. Now save the template to the local folder. As you design, preview how the final form will look. Once you're satisfied with the template, you need to copy it from your computer to the iForms server so that it can be used in form merges. The Templates tab in the iForms Server plugin lets you transfer files between the server and the sample environment you created on your computer. Choose the environment. The environment on your computer and the iForms server display side by side. Then find the template file on your computer and copy it over to the iForms server. The iForms Designer template is now available on the server environment and will be used in form merges. So now you know how to create iForms templates to transform your spool or text files into professional forms.